Morning, everybody. It's the 23rd of July. We are Signal Centre Talking Ball. I'm Joe Neighbour, joined by the lads Steve O'Hare and Ian Coleman. How you doing, gents?
Good morning. All good. All good. All good in the hood.
Excellent. Watch the trophy
Yes, I
celebrations
did.
yesterday.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like it. It's brilliant, doesn't it?
Y-
The crowds were mental.
yeah, I didn't watch it. I saw all the fireworks were going off at the during the game at the back
I
of the
mean,
stadium.
to be fair, it was a great game,
It
especially
was a
when,
fantastic game of football to
Oh,
watch.
well, even I watched some of that.
especially when Pulisic came on. He just is in a
He
world of his
looks,
own.
he looks a bit
He
scary,
just,
doesn't he?
it
For
does, yeah,
the FA Cup final, a couple of
yeah.
weeks.
But I think it's like most of the Premier League teams. Really, if they haven't got their defence sorted, they're going to get ripped apart.
Yeah.
And they can score goals, no doubt. But it's just like there's a lot of teams lacking in that department. Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, they've all struggled this year. That's the only reason Liverpool won the league, I think.
Yeah.
Solid defence.
Yeah. See, Leeds as well, they had a massive celebration. They had an open top bus.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're next on
Completely flouting the rules.
they're next on the hit list. It was when it started Leicester, now Blackburn, and now Leeds, is it?
Could be Leeds, yeah.
Oh dear.
What's going on then? Anyone seen anything on the markets? The China-US thing seems to be gathering a little bit of steam.
Yeah. Just seeing these dollar majors as coming off the tops, aren't you, again this morning? But I don't know if that seems to happen every morning at 7 o'clock.
It does.
It's like a little bit of a spoof sell-off, and then all the buyers come back in.
Just does enough to think actually it could have a bounce, or looking at dollar Swiss or
Been
one of these come off
suckered in
the
a
top.
few times this week.
So yeah, looking at the news, it's saying here the relationships between China and the US have deteriorated further this week following the US decision to force the closure of the Chinese consulate in Houston, and that's on espionage claims. Apparently, I didn't know that. I also saw that the UK might have upset China as well. They've pulled all English football off of the air
Yeah.
in China.
Was that halfway through the game last night? That's sort of,
I don't know.
do they sponsor Chelsea? And
Liverpool got a big following out there, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah. So yeah, all going a bit wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, but markets remain undeterred by the looks of things.
Yeah.
All this stuff just buying signals, isn't it? Really.
I was looking at S&P this morning, 3% off the previous swing high after a 37% sell-off.
Wow, amazing. Dead cat bounce, mate.
Hell of a dead cat full of helium.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyone got any charts I want to throw up and have a chat through?
Not really.
I do want to throw up with some of the moves that are happening, especially this in yesterday. The cable really pissed off with this one. My stop was at 126.45. The low was 126.44.30. So I got stopped there.
I think one of the guys on the premium channel stayed in it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously better than me. It's sort of like, it did okay with staying in that. Euro Sterling had that rally up, hit the trend line. So I had this trend line drawn in, and it came and hit it again, tested above it, and then bearish engulfing on the 4-hour chart and come lower. I'm looking to sell it again today, just sort of like maintaining that sort of like selling euro, buying sterling approach. Really, overall, we're middle of the range on that. So looking to buy dips down here, sell rallies up here. Got to continue with that. The FTSE obviously still, for me, remains sort of still into rallies. It's the only indice that doesn't seem to be sort of getting carried away with this false move higher. I'm going to be bold and call it that. Apart from that, copper trading below this $3 level. Again, it had a little push up higher yesterday. Early in the morning, that was sort of like 2 o'clock in the morning UK time. Had this bearish engulfing on the 4-hour and sold off and stayed offered. We've got this nice upward trending support coming in from the start of June, late May. So looking to, obviously, as an upward trending sort of triangle formation up here. So sell the rally, good risk reward, but if it breaks higher, go with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ian, have you got anything you're looking at?
I was just looking
I'm
at.
struggling. That's why I keep asking you
Yeah,
guys.
no, I was sort of looking at the dollar index. I mean, it's broken that trend line support now. I mean, it's close to this previous swing low that we saw back in March. I can't see any reason why it won't break that, to be perfectly honest. 94.21 is a monthly support level. I mean, you probably get a fib on the daily. This was a triangle breakout, and it sort of hit that triangle target, and then we saw a decent correction to the upside. But like I said, it's not really remove drawings. I don't see any reason why you'd really want to battle against it. Next fib's all the way down here at 90.63. Going back to sort of the majors, a bit like Steve is saying, I mean, you've broken some sort of decent resistance levels now. This is the weekly chart on euro dollar. So you've broken out of this trend line resistance. You've broken that previous swing high. Again, you can get some fibs on, but I think even if you get them there, it's just going to be, that's a nice fib there, 61.8% with that previous swing high for long-term outlook. But again, sort of, we're just seeing 1 hour charts posting outside bars this morning, just hitting this 50% fib level. But I don't think it's a reversal. I think, if anything, if you do get a decent pullback, this reverse trend line support comes in at 114.16 and probably take it up to here, 118.23. So yes, the dollar is looking oversold, but I think it's still a case of sell rallies in the dollar and buy dips in most other majors, really.
Yeah.
And I'll be keeping well away from the dollar today. I'm looking at something a bit different.
Okay, well, let's have a look at that then. So, gun to the head yesterday.
Awful.
Yeah, no good for.
I think you did all right, Steve, didn't you?
Steve did do all right. He hit target on silver. So let's just get these up.
Was it a 20R that we needed?
No, it was only a 2R.
Ian and myself went on those outside bars that Ian just mentioned earlier. So got suckered in with that one. Didn't work out on dollar Swiss, 1R loss. Same thing for Ian on euro dollar. That was a 1R loss. And Steve had a 2R win. So we didn't actually go anywhere yesterday. But we didn't lose money, which is the good thing. I'm having a bit of a shocker at the minute. I've had 7 losers in a row.
Oh, it's impossible to have 9 in a row, apparently.
Okay, I don't really want to get to 9. I'd like to just end this run now if I can.
9.
Yeah, but when you get to 8, just load up on the 9th one, and you'll be absolutely fine.
20R
deep.
I read it in a book somewhere. No, someone on Instagram told me, actually.
And they've got 90% success rate on
this
signals.
Yeah, 90% success rate. So.
Okay, well, Steve, you've got the honour. If you've got something you want to have a look at.
Oh, you really sort of.
Or I'll go if if you're still choosing.
Yeah, go on, you go. I've given you enough tips.
Yeah, I'm going to go with your FTSE one, I think. I still like the selling the rallies there. I've got a double top on the hourly chart, which broke down through this 6218 level. As seems to be the case with every technical pattern at the minute, none of them are playing out as you'd expect. Had a bit of an overshoot here to the upside. I've got a bit of resistance just there at 62.47, which is hit quite nicely. So hoping that continues to hold. I'm going to sell it now at 62.32. The measured move of this double top comes down at 6113. Also got a 61.8% fib at 6120. So looking in and around there. Let's go 6120 as a target. And a stop loss at 62.65. So 3.37R on that one if it plays out from here. And I need it to because I've had, as I say, 7 losses in a row. So fingers crossed on this one.
Good luck.
Who's next?
Go on,
I can go.
Go on, Ed.
I'm going to break down all the time frames on this. Aussie New Zealand, really obscure. Well, maybe not that obscure, but Decent move. This is the monthly chart, so a decent move to the upside. We've got previous resistance here. Is it going to make a large head and shoulders? So in other words, come down in a choppy pattern towards this support level here. The weekly chart, again, just showing that previous high. These are the fib levels. This lines up with a 78.6%, which is that previous swing low. So I think over the long term, it's looking quite bearish. What I do like is on the short term, we've got a breakout of the Ishimoku cloud. If you see yesterday, the quite impulsive breakout as well. If you see yesterday's price action, it was all held within the top half of that strong bullish candle from the 21st of July. And now we're just coming back to retest the Ishimoku breakout level or support level on the cloud. If we go to this time frame, we did get a reaction lower from near this previous swing high. Commodity crosses have a tendency to run to 361.8% or even 423.6%. We've got bespoke support here at 106.95, which basically lines up with that cloud support. And if we go into the daily, the 1 hour chart, I think I'm making a wedge 61.8% here, and that dip just being bought into. So I'm going to have a go on this, because that's enough waffling, and quite a nice tight stop just under here. So long at 106.90, 107 the figure, targeting 107.53, stop at 106.89.
Cool.
Counter trend trade.
Yeah, thanks for the breakdown on that. It was good. Steve?
Has anyone else got any ideas what I should do?
Flip a coin or something.
Struggling.
Well, you seem to be doing all right. So
anyone on the chat, anyone sort of like watching that wants to sort of give me one to do, because I'm
there's
really
nobody on the chat.
Yeah, Mum, I told you now to put in silver.
Can't get Buddy to choose one.
Get Connor to pick one if he's up.
He's not up, mate. He's 19 years old. They slay into about 1 o'clock. Yeah. Right, just thinking about what we've triggered. This is at Euro. No. Right, I think I've got to go for silver again, which is feels really sort of unusual. I'm sort of calling
it's the same colour as the trophy you won yesterday, so maybe that's a sign.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to go for silver.
Bloody hell, that's been relentless, hasn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And gold. Look at that.
What's it trading now? 70, 22.78. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, 22.78. Let's keep this top. Let's just keep it at 2-to-1 risk reward. All right. Don't know if there's any reason at why 23.78. I know 24 is a bit of resistance, but yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Getting long here at 22.78. The stop at 22.28, 50 tick stop, and 100 tick target 23.78. Sorry about that. I'm just struggling to find anything decent at this point.
It feels like that, doesn't it? Summer markets, it's just a challenge
definitely
finding anything, and it's so choppy.
I can't remember who I spoke to last week, if it was you guys or someone else, and they just said that all the banks and funds have just stopped now for summer. They're coming back September the 1st. So, was it a conversation we had, or was it someone else?
Possibly someone else.
Yeah, I'll try and find out who it was, but he just said he's sort of like a broker, and he just said it's all finished now for the summer. Going to take a long break and then come back September the 1st. So we're going to have, I think, sort of thin volatile markets over the summer, but a lot of boring stuff in between, unfortunately.
Yeah, it seems to be the way it's going to go. So looking ahead today, we do have initial jobless claims out at 1:30. We've also got Eurozone consumer confidence, which is out at 3 p.m. And we have earnings from a number of US stocks today. We've got Twitter, American Airlines, Dow Jones, Intel, AT&T and Microsoft. So could be a bit of to in and fro in. I think Tesla were out yesterday, but nothing really happened on the share price with that. So that was all. The price remains at crazily elevated levels. So as you say, Steve, I think just more boring stuff. Unfortunately, can't really say any more than that.
Yeah. I just looked at my trade ID. I did say stop at 22.38. Did I, or did I say 22.28? 22.38 is my stop. So it's 2.5 to 1.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got ideas selling FTSE. We are buying Aussie, New Zealand, and buying silver. So let's see what happens to those come 9 o'clock this evening or before. Unless anybody's got anything else, I guess we can wrap it up just there.
15 million the coronavirus cases hit yesterday.
Get in there.
Did you see, talking about conspiracy theories? Well, we weren't, but
You're thinking about them.
Somebody posted a video yesterday that basically said if you put COVID cases and then any number in a Google search box or whatever you call it, you'll get a report on it.
What do you mean?
And it's basically saying that the press are manipulating what you read. So, but I did it yesterday.
So
I put like
Google,
I put
COVID cases,
coronavirus cases, and then I put like 6298 in there. I think my number was, but you can put whatever number you like. And it actually came up with a report, and it was like from the US, and it said such and such.
Yeah, that. It's just a random number.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. And you can put in any random number.
I just did it as well.
Any random number, and it comes up.
That's
But
weird.
what they're saying was 15 million, and half of them are in 3 countries, aren't they? The US, Brazil, is it, and India.
I've just done the same thing. I put in 2456, Iran came up, and then 2455, Philippines came up.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's weird.
I know it ticks up one at a time.
Yeah, Belgium is 2454.
But yeah.
But you wouldn't sort of like
You wouldn't write a report on it every time, would you? Every single thing. They're basically saying that it's this search engine that they've put in that basically makes it so that there's a report for every death that's happened.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
It's a manipulation of the press or something.
I've never heard anything of the sort, Ian. I don't know how you can say that live on air.
Yes. If I'm found hanging out the window later on.
Yeah. Or not found at all.
yeah, that's more likely, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, have a good day, everybody, and we will catch you all again tomorrow.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
See you later.